Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Today I am going to be sharing with you my winter favorites. I did a question on my Instagram and I asked what kind of videos y'all would be interested in seeing, and so I'm going to be filming some of those. Surprisingly to me, the number one request that I got was for my skincare routine. So I'm just going to include that into my favorites. I have some boots, I have some clothes, I have some handbags, I have some high-end and some low-end, just kind of all mixed together. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melinda. If you're returning, welcome back. If you have not done so already, I'd love it if you just take one moment and hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. So let's get started with skincare. So I have been using this soap for, I couldn't even tell you how many years, but definitely longer than a decade. And it is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple. And I get these huge bottles of it, and then I fill up smaller bottles for travel. I keep them in the shower, one next to my sink. I wash my face in the morning and in the evening. And this is really, really good about removing makeup, which of course is very, very important. You want to get all that off. But what I like the most about this is it's really good about removing eye makeup, even waterproof. Now sometimes you'll have some waterproof makeup that's a little stubborn, and I will show you what I use if that should happen. But this is absolutely great. They've actually reformulated it recently to make sure that there's no parabens in it, and that makes me really, really happy because I didn't know there were parabens in it. So it's good to know that it's now healthier for my skin as well. And I did not bring out the eye makeup remover. I was going to show you that right now, so let me go grab that. Okay, so I was grabbing so much stuff and I forgot this one. So what I like for waterproof makeup that doesn't end up coming off when you wash your face is Lancome Bifacial. This stuff is wonderful. Now what you need to know about this, and this I always get in the really big bottles, and I get it whenever they have like the sales, like they've been having like 15% off at Neiman's or Saks or whatever like that. So there are two different liquids in here. You just need to shake it up to blend them, and it works great. Just cotton ball, whatever your makeup remover, your soap, your cleanser did not get off, this will take off. So after cleansing my face in the morning, there's one of two moisturizers that I will use. If I'm going to be going out and about, I will use Boots number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action, and this has SPF 30 in it. So if I'm going to be outside, driving around, anything like that, this is what I will use. I'm on my third or fourth jar of this stuff. It's great. It does not break me out. I have extremely sensitive skin. Some of you know that. I suffer from eczema. So all these things have worked really good on my very sensitive skin. So this is what I use if I want sunscreen. So a day like today, where I'm going to be cleaning the house, filming, and the only sunlight I'm getting is a tiny bit from the window, I will use Olay Regenerous Micro Sculpting Cream, because I don't feel like I need the extra chemicals of a sunscreen on my face when I'm not going to be in the sun. And again, this is like my third, fourth jar of this. This one is really good for morning and for evening, but I tend to use this more in the morning time if I don't need a sunscreen. And sunscreen, I will just link them down below because I couldn't bring everything in here. I'm a huge, huge, huge believer in sunscreen, and I use La Roche-Posay, and I will link those down below. When I was 30 years old, my dermatologist told me to wear sunscreen every day. I thought I was really old. I'm like, I'm 30. It's not going to help. Oh, to be 30 and think you're old again, but it helps. Trust me, wear sunscreen and sunglasses. That's the biggest skincare advice I could give you ever, is sunscreen and sunglasses. The sun is what causes most of the damage to our skin. I was at the dermatologist again recently, and I was like, look at my face. Do I need things done? Do we need to do any work? And she's like, no, you really don't have any wrinkles. which was very nice of her to say. But I said, well, that's because when I had pool parties, I would go inside and watch cartoons and I'd leave all my friends out at the pool because I get hot very easily. The sun is your #1 damager, so always remember that. And it doesn't matter how old you are, you can protect your skin. So at bedtime, what I use is the Boots #7 Lift and Luminate, again the triple action, but this one is the night cream. And I don't think that skincare has to be crazy expensive to be really effective. Everything I'm going to share with you is pretty much drugstore brands, or you could get it at Sephora, and this stuff is just great. So let's talk now a little bit about serums. I have shared these serums with you before, but I don't think I've shared them well over a year because I really don't change out my skincare that often. They are all Boots #7, and the first one is Laboratories Line Corrector Booster Serum, and it kind of is meant to look like it's an injection, which is kind of scary, but you just push this bottom and just a tiny drop comes out. I try to do this AM and PM. I'm not always super good about the serums, and sometimes they are either AM or PM, but it works a little bit better if you do them both. This one's one of my favorites. It is again #7. This one is Face and Neck Multi-Action, because our neck is just kind of where, you know, we start to see the aging. It pops in on your neck. That's just the way life works. And then this one is Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Serum, suitable for sensitive skin. All of these say that, which is extremely, extremely important to me. So under the eyes, I have been using this for probably a year now, and it's really great. It is from First Aid Beauty. I love First Aid Beauty. They are still pretty reasonable, and you can get coupons. They have sales, all sorts of stuff like that, which I love. This is the Retinol Eye Cream, and I am super good about putting this on AM and PM, much better than I am about my serums, which I should get a little better with my serums. So I'm going to share a few more things from First Aid Beauty with you. This one, look at how beat up this is. This is the Ultra Repair Cream. This I use when it's super wintry, dry, cold. If you get flaky skin, we were in Las Vegas one time in the winter and it was windy, it was cold, and my skin was just peeling, and nothing that I had with me helped. So that's how I ended up discovering this line. I went into Sephora and I bought this exact same size. It is 2 ounces, so I mean, it looks bigger, but you can, you know, travel size. With the next day, the flaky skin was gone. This stuff is amazing. Cannot recommend it enough. And I love it so much, I bought a huge tub of it too. But this one's a little bit easier to travel with. I also from them use the Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer Non-comedogenic. I cannot speak to it. It will not cause acne, it will not break you out, and safe for sensitive skin. And all the first aid says, again, safe for sensitive skin. This is great. I love this. And then just like a soothing mask, this one is Instant Oatmeal Mask. You just leave it on for 10 minutes and it is great. Do you guys remember the oatmeal baths? I'm sure they still make it. It was from Aveeno. My kids were making fun of me the other day. Like, you used to bathe us in oatmeal. I'm like, you had chicken pox. but oatmeal is very, very soothing for your skin. I should probably pick up some of those baths. I really used to love those. They've left a mess in the tub though. But there's the face mask. And then what else do I have? I already showed you that. Oh, these are great facial radiance pads. They are the little peel pads just to help you exfoliate, tone, and brighten. Alcohol-free, safe for sensitive skin. This is something I do not do daily, but a couple of times a week just to kind of keep the exfoliation going. I also use a Clarisonic once a day with the most delicate brush that they make. They no longer make the Clarisonic, so I didn't bring it out here, and since mine still works, I honestly don't know of any alternatives, but I'm sure there's tons of them out there. But that has helped my skin a lot. Once I started using that, I really don't break out much anymore because it really is about exfoliating your skin. So move on to some more moisture. And this, I don't know if this is, I don't think this is full size. This is, and I'm going to butcher this name. My daughter said the name to me and I repeated it back to her 4 times the other day and it is gone. I had this for a while and I didn't use it. It's from Laneige. I will link it down below, but it is a lip sleeping mask. And I'm like, what on earth is a lip sleeping mask? And so I didn't use it for a really long time. And the daughter that told me how to say it bought it for the other daughter, one of her Christmas gifts. And that daughter was telling me how awesome and amazing it is. So I started using it and I'm already like halfway through this one. So I'm definitely going to get a bigger one. So I have shared with you all in the past multiple times, Vaseline is what my dermatologist has told me. If your lips are dry and flaky, it is the #1 best thing for you. So I have that in little tubes and Aquaphor in little tubes, just, I mean, literally all over my house. If I put on a jacket like this cardigan, normally I'll stick my hand down in it and there is a tube of that in there. So I will wake up, you know, usually in the middle of the night at some point, have a sip of water and I will reapply some Vaseline. This lasts the whole night. It is, I just cannot say enough good things about it. I cannot read what is on the top of it, but if it's important, I will link it down below. I bought a set from this brand recently for combination oily skin, a little travel size set. I have 2 other travel size little moisturizers that I've been using from this, but I didn't want to bring those out here because they're not something I use on a regular basis to tell you how, you know, it's really going to work. So this time of year, if you're anything like me, the super dry skin, it's like the heat is kicking on. We still have snow on the ground here today. It has been very, very cold and my skin just gets parched. This is my go-to all year long after I get out of the shower moisturizer, and it is just your Nivea, just with the pump. This one is awesome. It on the back has these little like raindrops, and it is, the strength is rich. So it is deep nourishing with almond oil for dry to very dry skin. This is amazing, but sometimes you need to go a little farther than that. And so I have the Nivea Cream. The difference in this, the lotion is definitely a lotion consistency. The cream is a really heavy cream. I would use it, except for I'm going to touch some handbags in a moment, but you can see it's really, really thick and it is great. So those little areas, like if you start to get, you know, we get dry sometimes on the back of our arms, that's just wonderful for that. Elbows, knees, hands, of course. And then I also have been using this one, Cerave, and this one is a lighter consistency, much lighter, but it still is really, really good. I learned about this from the dermatologist many years ago. My daughter had a skin reaction to an antibiotic, and she recommended using this, and I have been buying it ever since. It's really, really good stuff. So, and very, very inexpensive. You can get these at Target. So these 2 are a little bit more pricey. They are from L'Occitane, but they are my most favorite. And I thought, I have a big one of this, which is out in my family room, but there's like this much left, and I thought I had placed a new order, but I looked on there and I guess I didn't hit submit, so I need to order some more of this. But I bought a set for the hands and for the feet, and these are the intensive hand balm and the intensive foot balm. So I have the foot one already opened up. And these are super, super thick. The hand one I cannot recommend enough. Compared to everything I have showed you here, this, if you are having the cracked, dry hands, this #1 will fix it. I have not had, you know how your cuticles will kind of split, or you'll get those hangnails, especially in the winter? I have not had that in a couple of years because of this 100%. It is so thick and so moisturizing. And if you ever get like your elbows rough, if you put this on a couple of times during the day, like 3 times, put it on before bed, the next day, I promise it's gone. At least it is on me. And it felt like icky, and then the next day it is soft. So can't say enough good stuff about the L'Occitane. I love everything from them, but I really was trying to keep this a little bit more simple and share with you, you know, my everyday things. So I'm going to share 2 fragrances with you. Something that I am learning to do because I purchased, if you saw my best and worst of 2021, one of my worst is my Hermes Ginger Twilly fragrance. Now the fragrance is beautiful, but it doesn't last on my skin at all. And I wish I would have gotten a little sample size of it, because if I want to use that, I just spray my clothing, so I don't look at it as a complete loss, but it would be nice if it lasted on my skin. It does not. So I got some roller balls and I just handed them to my husband and said, pop these in my stocking. And this is the most beautiful, beautiful one. It is Dior Rose and Roses. It doesn't even look like a roller ball, does it? But it is. It is one of the most pretty scents. It is a rose, but it's not super sweet. I'm starting to find that I have the Jo Malone Red Roses, and it's a little too rosy. Does that make sense? Like, this one's rosy without being too sweet. But yes, I really love this one. And I bought the rollerball in this one, and I liked it so much, I got the small fragrance. So that is what I'm doing going forward. If I purchase fragrance, I will be buying the smallest size. I bought the second size up in the Twilly, and I got the smallest in the original Twilly. Should have got the smallest, but this is Gucci Flora, and it is Gorgeous Gardenia. And it's such a beautiful scent. It's such a lovely floral, and it tells me on the back, so I don't have to guess. It's white gardenia, jasmine, and pear blossom. And it's sweet without being sickly sweet. I love florals, but I don't love sickly sweet florals. So now let's move into my outfit I'm going to share with you. I have shared this cardigan a few times. I do not purchase luxury clothing. You guys know that if you watch me. I just don't, because I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I'm always worried, like, is it gonna fit next year? What if I gain weight, lose weight? I don't know. I have this weird thing like that when it comes to luxury clothing. This Burberry cardigan I love so much. I think I will have this for many, many years to come. And I have room if I do gain weight, and if I lose weight, it will just be a little bit more oversized than it is. I did go with my normal size, which is currently a medium, and I'm very, very happy with it. I will be inserting mod shots. I have raved about these jeans so much. These jeans, I have 4 different pairs. I have a lot of different washes. I don't remember the name of this wash, but I will link it down below. They have pockets, they have belt loops. I mean, they have front pockets, back pockets, belt loops, and they look just like real jeans. There is a button on the front. The button does not work. They are jeggings. They are so comfortable. I have been wearing these when we've been flying lately. I normally wear yoga pants or leggings. I just don't want to be uncomfortable on a plane. You know, plane seats are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it depends how long, you know, you're sitting there. You can't really get up anymore and stretch, so I want something comfy on, and I have been wearing these jeans, which I love because I look more polished when I arrive wherever I'm going. And the booties, I gotta share the booties with you. Let me actually have them on. I'm gonna slip one of them off so I can show it to you a little bit up close. These I got in the fall, and I shared them on this channel. I have since purchased these in the black. They also have a light taupe color, but I think that is sold out right now. These are on sale. These are the most comfortable booties, and they still look really pulled together and really polished. This is I guess it could be a working buckle. Yes, I guess if you wanted to make it be a working buckle, you could. No, you cannot. No, you can't. I take that back. This is a non-working buckle that works. Like, there are holes, but it's not really a way to undo it on this side. But there is a side zipper, which makes it so much easier to get in and out of. Distressed heel, and then of course at the bottom of it is non-skid. I love that. These are just awesome, absolutely awesome. And then I shared with y'all some booties in my last video, and I had so many questions about these. So I'm going to try to answer a few. So first of all, my feet, I have extremely high arches and a very high instep. And somebody asked if I've ever found espadrilles that I can wear. No, never. I've never found any. Almost any shoe that goes across this point hurts, and I actually have some sandals from last year from Michael Kors that I thought I found some sandals, and they leave bruises on the top of my feet. I find bruises on the top of my feet all the time from sneakers, all sorts of things that I feel like fit really well. I have not been bruised by these, and these are from UGG, and I've been wearing these a lot. I will insert mod shots. The mod shots are going to be from the other day because I didn't feel like changing my shoes 3 times today. So these are suede, and this is real shearling around the top and inside the lining, and then the footbed is the UGG Pure. I did go up a half a size, and I also have these in black. Let me grab the black ones so you can see them. Read the reviews on them, because like I just told you about my foot, you may not need up half a size because you may not have that issue with, you know, your arches. But I really wanted to just order this pair. It just says UGG on the back. And my husband's like, well, why don't you get both and see what you think about, you know, which one you'll wear more. I have worn the black one more, but when they both fit, I mean, I kept them. I can't tell you how many boots have come in and out of this house. And he doesn't understand. He's like, why don't you go try them on at the store? I was at Nordstrom last week, and I also walked in a lot of different stores, and they just don't have the selection that they have online. And I also like when you can try them on in your house, because you'll be in the store and you're like, if I wore a thinner sock, this would fit. Or if I wore a thicker sock. At home I have the socks, and then I know if they fit or if they don't fit. Again, they have that non-skid bottom on them. And these, I do believe, that have been treated a little bit for water repellent, because I did wear these in the rain on Saturday, and nothing happened to them. So cannot recommend these enough. They are super warm, super comfortable. This is my favorite color, but this is actually the one I have been wearing the most. So now let's move into some handbags. Okay, so I have 2 handbags I'm going to share with you. The first one is my Hermes Evelyn in the PM size or in the 29 size, and the color is gold. The leather is Clemence, and it does have gold hardware. Not a lot of hardware, but what it has is gold. This is technically the back of the bag. This is technically the front of the bag. I did wear it this way when I was at the mall last week. I was there for several hours just walking around looking at stuff, and it was very, very comfortable, which of course I know I've been using it for a long time. I've had it, did I already say this, a little over a year, but I have my cray colored organizer in here, which I think is so pretty to see the contrast. And I picked up a strap on Etsy that's just like in the tan and the white, and I think it looks super cute against it when you've got that organizer in there. I showed this strap, I did a comparison of this versus my Odeon PM, and I showed this chunky strap on that bag. I did not show it on this one. I will show this one in some mod shots. I thought, why not just try it and see? And I think it's actually really fun, because this is such a simple plain bag, which is of course part of what I love about it, but I mean, you can make it a little bit bougie there. I think that that's really cute. And then I do have also the matching colored organizer, as well as I have the one in the contrast, which I think is really, really pretty. But this bag, I think, is just so incredibly underrated. It came on the Hermes website recently, which is very rare these days. You used to could find them quite easily, but you know, with everything that's going on right now with all the shortages, very rare. But it came on in black, and I was so tempted. But no, I don't need another black bag. I'm just so into this color right now, this gold color. I am looking at everything in this color. I have bought shoes. I'm looking at other bags. I love this color. I love the simplicity of this. It's just so easy to get in and out of. and it holds a ton. The other bag that I've been using a lot is my Alma BB in the Damier Ebene print. So, as I said, we've got snow on the ground, we've had a lot of rain, you know, it's wet here. I would not carry my Hermes Evelyn out in the rain, but no problem with this one. One of these days, this crochet is going to relax itself and stop sticking up like that. But Damier Ebene is my most favorite Louis Vuitton print. Feet, I love feet. I am going to show you this in mod shots. So the strap that it comes with, a lot of people have a complaint, they've told me, especially if they are petite. It is non-adjustable. It is super tiny, skinny, and it's cute. You know, if you don't overload the bag, it's fine, but I have a different strap for it, and I will link these straps down below also with a discount code for them. But I bought a strap. No, I didn't buy a strap. I was gifted a strap. Sorry about that. I was gifted a strap, and this one is really similar to the Speedy strap, except for it is only 2 parts. But it allows for a lot more adjustability. It has larger clips on it here. It has the gold on the buckle, and I think it looks fabulous on the bag. And I also think it makes the bag a little bit more comfortable, being that it's a little bit wider. Let me just clip it on here and show it to you real fast, but again, it will be in the mod shots. But yes, I think it's just great. And it's neat that all these, you know, straps are out nowadays, and you can do so many different things with your bags. I also have a strap that is that's all chain that looks really cute on this one, which is sitting on the bed over there. But I will insert a picture of that. But I just love switching it up. It's so much fun. So, okay, one more thing to share with you, and I can just grab it here. I have been using this so much. I can't tell you how many times I've used it last year. I just used it this past weekend. This is, I think, the best luggage that Louis Vuitton makes. I'm just not interested in purchasing luxury rolling luggage. I love this print. My husband has one in the Damier Graphite, and we both have the size 45. So it is absolutely perfect for weekend travel. I have been bringing this and one of my new large totes when we do weekend trips. I've been using this in the car only for a couple of years now. I have carried it on the plane. It does fit under the seat if you don't have it fully stuffed. If you don't want to put it up above, it does fit underneath the seat. We both got the bandolier version. We never ever used this. I did in the airport though, so I am glad that I got that. And I also am glad that I got it because you get this extra leather piece down here. It is made in France. I highly doubt that's going to capture, and there's no way I can get closer and hold this up. But it's just great, and unlike the Speedies, it hasn't tarnished. Now, there is a ton of chipping on the rings here on the sides where this hooks into, but the gold is still gold. And unlike the Speedies, also they don't match. Just in case you were wondering, this is a much brighter gold than this. But I haven't had any issues with tarnishing on any of the hardware, on the zipper, or any of that. I really recommend getting one of these. You can get these at Pre-Loved for a really good price. I want to throw something out there though. I am starting to purchase Pre-Loved, as you know, but just being that this is luggage or people use it for a gym bag, consider that there have been dirty underwear and socks in their bags. So keep that in mind, and that doesn't mean you shouldn't purchase it Pre-Loved, but maybe, you know, figure a way to make it sanitary, which I don't know how to do, but I love this bag. Never have had a single regret about purchasing it. As far as cost per wear, when I look at like the majority of my things, I've had this bag since 2015, and this has definitely had some very good cost per wear. It went on every flight with me for a long time, and then I just decided there were smaller things that I could bring on the plane, but I still do take this on a lot of road trips. Well, I hope that you are having an amazing day today. I would love to hear what some of your winter favorites are down below. I have so many more, but I know this video is getting long. I love my Burberry scarves. I have them sitting over there, but I'm like, I gotta cut this off. It's getting too long. I have too many winter favorites. I'm enjoying winter this year. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.